let's take a look at what the slug market has for us.
Oh,
Hey guys, say, what are you guys doing all the way back here? You know it's not so bad here, I was thinking, and I got some pretty good stuff. I think you ought to check it out. What's that? Burning Promise for 20. Okay, we can't afford anything basically. Yeah, we only have 14. Wish you guys would have bought something maybe. Yeah, sorry, I don't have anything in terms of money. So let's commence the rite. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the sweeping plains at the ridge of Gaul. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set in. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth, back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night, this night, this night. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right, focus on the right, focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader! This knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. He then a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. Sure, we can use Gilman. That's fine by me. There we go. Now let's see how this one turns out.
Hark now, you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes summon you to the Ridge of Gaul. Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the Pyre Hearts. Whose ever pyre yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory. Now prepare yourselves.
Gilman? Still not abandoned your new friend like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This knight is most surprised that you have the courage to even show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say for the likes of you, to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You are no knight at all. You are a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many, many times your size, and with much more honor too. Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon it fades, Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful, you Nightwings. You are stupid to have taken that one in, and you are no good at the rites. And another thing, we do not fear you. Okay, we'll see about that.
Who shall stand together here this night?
Rookie?
Rookie.
Rookie will always be there. Right, Sir Gilman, you are him.
Sir Gilman.
And maybe Pamitha? Go for a bit of an experimental one?
It is done.
Come on then, little pyre hearts. To my kind, you are nothing but a snack. Come on then, Nightwings. Show this knight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. En garde!
Now to the flame.
Ah, okay,
commence.
Right. There we go.
First dousing.
Well done. I mean, it wasn't optimally done. There we go.
Glory to the scribes.
Another one.
To each his own.
Ah, didn't catch him in time. Shame. What happened there? I don't quite know what happened there. I must have fumbled something, which isn't really.
Now then.
There we go.
Rookie
Much
doubts
better.
the adversary's
Let's not
claims.
overcomplicate things. Another most inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bone. Bone singular. Ah, just dashed right into it. Oh no.
Oh, you poor knight. The orb quenches
Yeah,
the flame.
I just don't know what I did right there. Ah,
There goes the orb.
come on.
Your flames grow weak.
Yeah, I'm not. Go away. Ah,
Tis
I
what
didn't.
the scribes ordain.
Oh my god, I did not catch him in time. No. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm completely fumbling it. Oh my god.
This is the road to ruin.
How did... No, why is he so
Braver
fast?
than
Oh my god,
expected
no.
act from
No, this is going badly. This is going... Okay, at least there we go.
Doubts to the adversary's flames. The right is nearly ended.
There we go.
And it is done.
That was...
The Nightwings
That was
prevail
close.
again.
Looked very good
Or
at
you could
first.
say they managed to avoid defeat.
Looked very good at first, then
The
absolutely
right
horrible,
is complete.
and then good again. Curse you, Gilman! You were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs. You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path towards enlightenment. Your words ring false. You are unfit to lead. Shut up. You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade, and everybody knows, this knight shall see to it. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge got to him.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Yeah? There we go, another rank
Honor
for
is
Sir Gilman.
elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is given strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Okay, what do we have? Avenging Aid. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Heroic Stand. While Sir Gilman's allies are banished, he moves faster than usual and temporarily has infinite stamina. You know what? I'll just take that. That sounds great. You rank up as well?
If only wings could speed us on
All
toward
in all-
greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Alright. Winged Fury. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves 30% faster. After saluting her adversaries, Pamitha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Shrike Dash. Pamela can use her dash ability in rapid succession and for less stamina. Yes, please. Yes, please. That sounds
Until
very
the
useful.
stars align.
Check Wolfred's planner to see how you and your other competing triumvirates are faring in the rites. After thwarting the Pyre Hearts, despite their best attempts to stop you, the time has come for you to search the stars again and determine where next they shall take you. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Let's seek our destination then. Now what do we have? Haub, Ores, and Trieste. Haub against the Essence. Interesting. Ores against the Chastity. Or Trieste against the Fate. Oh, we haven't fought them in a while. Sure. Let's challenge the Fate. We can do that. Sounds fun. Your next adversaries are to be the Fate, headed by Dalbert Oldheart and his son. They show unyielding respect to a tradition which shows them no such love. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed... Oh, it's not the minstrel speaking, I can use my normal voice. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made a formidable opponent. He and his son. The so-called Alma the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs, thought to be a descendant of Jomio Manymane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day he insisted on celebrating Fang Song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. As for Alma, his father was led away. As his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual curs residing in Jomyo Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Should they succeed in all of this, only one of them would be returned. They must know that by now. Either way, you shall see them again soon. Please rest yourself now, while dark of night remains. You bid the lone minstrel a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Alright then, the Pyre Hearts page revealed. What's up here? It's just sparkling, but it... okay. Let's take a look at the Book of Rites. The Pyre Hearts. In the words of Haub the Swallow, the Pyre Hearts all follow the path forged by the Underking Ors, whose many mighty deeds exceed the smallish stature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, ever longing as they do for something more. The Underking chose wisely for these qualities, and teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts, and in turn, us all. Alright then. You have something to say, Sir Gilman. Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and sidles forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do now, when all of this is over, Master Reader. The Worm Knight. We all are born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in their egg-sacks to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of the knight's kind only to an early doom. Or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knight, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. He then looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out when all of this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound unto the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor of that knight is the honor that this knight has sought. It cannot fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more.
Temporalis.
I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. +2 presence permanently. Wish him well. Well, that's good. Only the imps can fit into the attic ladder. Okay, let's exit and continue. Let's take off in the morning. And now let's head basically straight north. Who are you? I don't know. I don't remember the logos. I just cannot for the life of me remember them. Alright, this looks sinister over here. But luckily we move on. And on and on. Until we finally reach our destination. The unmistakable remains of Sylvia's horse-headed, which protrude from the ashen fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. The tale of a titan felled by Saint Triesta Tithys. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and the cliffs are home now to the exiled harps, such as the Essence, whom you faced here when we first arrived. Even they do not all know of the locale's sacred significance. Alright then. Highwing Cove or Black Shore? Highwing Cove. The high road to the nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. Pamitha spots a convenient landing here, where you should be able to pursue your vocations. Okay. And the Black Shore? The low road to the nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Rookie has a hunch that you may find something of value in this route. Okay. Let's do some vocations. Yeah. There we go. Black Basin revealed. Okay. The wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Wolfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed, as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Beyond the crystal seeks Sir Gilman. I don't really want to do that right now though. Not just because I lost last time, but simply because, I don't know. I just kind of want to focus on the story, and I don't really care that much about the trinkets or whatever they are that we get otherwise. The Black Basin. In the words of Molten Millith, the Wild Witch, the continents we called Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart. Huh? What happened there? Oh, something popped up. There we are. Okay, the continent we call Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart, arriving upon blackened molten crags, tolerable only by the harp Triesta, we pressed onward towards the suffocating wood. This land felt to us somehow primordial. Deep in the okay, let's try that again. Deep in its roots and noxious crevices lay innumerable clues as to its ancient history, but we had little time to excavate, for our own supplies by then were thin. Further, we were lost. Our best attempts at circumnavigation all had failed. It was Luz Chlorian who reached out at last onto the stars, and they revealed the way. Then, we at last could see the sacred Mount Elodial there in the distance. And anything else? Anything else that we had? I don't think so. Okay. I think that was the only one we had left. Alright. No one wants to talk to me right now. What's that up there? Magma mug. Nice. Let's survey the Highwing Cove. After having reached the sweltering confines of Highwing Cove, you volunteer to survey the grounds. You prepare to head out. However, your companions beat you to it in this case. Easy does it, reader darling. Rookie and I were thinking we would take this one. They depart, leaving you to rest up. When they later return with nothing much to report, you are feeling better and are in the midst of deciding which of your vacations to pursue. Forage for resources, small global bonuses, sure. You locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Okay, we have one of two. Okay, we don't have +1 presence yet. It's innate mystic power. Let's do that. You attune yourself to the strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible. You attune yourself to the strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible that which cannot be explained or truly known. Okay. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain reader's influence, tenacity. +1 presence. Very nice. That could come in handy. Who wants to speak to me in here?